Good evening. This is Tanisha Williams, and this is my submission for week 3. The assignment was to think of 5 tips that you can share that may help build confidence when you are providing or giving a speech. The 5 tips that I would like to share, number one, would be to practice. Practice makes perfect. And the more you practice, the more confident you feel, the more of a chance you will have less anxiety or fear when giving your speech. As the old saying goes, practice does make perfect. A lot of times we may have those words that we may stumble across, big words, names that we may be fearful of mispronouncing. And the more you practice, the more comfortable you will become with giving your speech. And again, that would lead to less anxiety. The second tip that I have a mental vision or a mental picture in your mind, something that brings you joy and peace whenever you think of it. It can be a picture of a loved one, it could be a significant other. I love butterflies, and so I quite often envision butterflies when I start to feel anxiety. I know that sounds a little crazy because most times when people think of getting butterflies, they think of being nervous and fearful. But with me, butterflies is very calming and they bring me peace and they make me smile and make me happy. The third thing is scents. A lot of people are not aware how effective calming scents can be. One of the scents that I love to use is lavender, and I may just put a little behind my ear or on my neck before I give my speech. But the scent of lavender does cause or bring about a lot of calmness. So that is one tip that you have as well. My fourth tip would be to have a focal point somewhere out just beyond the crowd, so that if you find yourself getting nervous or anxious looking out into the crowd, you can have that focal point just beyond the crowd that you can concentrate on. So it looks like you're looking at the crowd and you're paying attention to them and you're delivering your speech to them, but without looking at them. And so that'll give you that calm that you need, even if it's just for a few seconds to bring yourself back around. And then my last tip would be an outline. And you can just jot down a quick outline on an index card and keep it with you on the podium, or maybe just even in your hand if you don't have a podium available. But an outline will keep you on task. I know a lot of times when you're giving a speech, you get anxiety thinking that you may miss a point that you feel is very important and you really want to get across to your audience, or you may feel like you've left something out, or that you're getting off task a little bit. So just a brief outline that you can follow to make sure that you stay on task, that you're covering every point that you want to make to the audience would be very helpful with keeping that anxiety under control. So those are my 5 tips. I hope that they are, will be able to help someone in the class with their anxiety issues. I have great anxiety issues, so I use these all the time, and I hope they can help you as well. Have a wonderful night.